How's it going, guys? As you can tell from the title of the video, or it'd be down here. As you can tell, no, it'd be up there. As you can tell from the title of the video, today I'm going to be going through my sketchbooks. So I'm covering up my address at the moment, but this is the beginning of the sketchbook, and at the time I had my fiance do my nails. Because I like getting my nails painted, and she was my fiance at the time, so she didn't mind doing it. So this is my character Geki from my series Baku Nights, which a lot of you are familiar with. And then I always have a blank page. And then this is Wolverine. He's my favorite superhero. My name is Logan. I was named after him. More Baku Nights. I was drawing Geki and the lady friend, I have to rename her, reading one of the graphic novels of the series together. And then I was working on business cards here. I just liked the first one, so I didn't really go through and do anything else. And I haven't gotten these business cards made, so yay! I was talking to my mom about designing a website and everything, and talking about the home page and what all the links do. And then I drew a picture of Wonder Woman I didn't like, and I erased it as best as I could, but that didn't work. This is a character from a series that I have no title for, and there she is again. Then this is Robbie Reyes, the only Ghost Rider. I really got into this series, and I really liked it. I think it's over, to be honest, but they got more things with him in it coming up. Or going. I'm not sure. I haven't gone to the comic shop in a while. And then this is a character from Baku Nights that I did. And then this is Wolverine, on the Ghost Rider, another Wolverine, and Sonic the Hedgehog. Quick sketch of the Flash, Dark Link, and I was designing a Link for like nowadays. And I had him have a motorcycle, and I was going to have it to where you could name the motorcycle instead of naming the horse, and you would ride the motorcycle to get to places and everything, and they'd be torn down cities. I thought it'd be a cool concept, and I made it to where he had like a green short sleeve hoodie, leather jacket thing, because I have a leather jacket with a hoodie part on the inside, and you can remove that part. But I think it'd be cool if it was green and it had the point on it, and he wore that instead of just a hat. And then, yeah. And then there's quick sketches of Geki from Baku Nights. Yeah. If you guys follow me for Baku Nights or anything, then you guys know who this is. Or if you follow me on Instagram, you guys have seen him a lot. This is No from Zombie Uprising. I believe this is that's it for this sketchbook. There's nothing else in here. What I really liked about the sketchbook is there's like this little folder part in the back for like cards or something, and I really liked this. So this is like my favorite sketchbook I have. It's about the size of my hand, and I can carry it around. It's got a place marker so you know where you're at in the sketchbook. And it's got this little band to keep it closed, but it's really, really fancy. I don't know. It's really easy to tote around. And then we're going to go to this one next, because it's small and I like it. This is Kiba from Baku Nights. It's one of the first villains you're introduced to. Then there's a self-portrait. This is around the time in 2013, I believe, where the Luigi death stare was very popular, and I didn't really do it justice. And then this is a bunch of light sketches of food. I don't think you can actually see that much of it. Actually, it's upside down. But there's like tacos, cheeseburgers, cups, and bacon and pizza. Because I was hungry and I was too lazy to get up and go get food. So that's what you do. You just draw the food you want to eat. And then Spider-Man. Apparently this is Superior Spider-Man, but I've been drawing him like this off of the Alex Ross suit. And I was just making the spider bigger, but apparently it's an actual costume. So that sucks, because I actually like drawing it my own way. And then this is my Fursona. somebody was asking me if I had one. I didn't understand what it was, so I gave it a shot, and I actually really liked this guy. I named him Gamasura because I'm a big fan of Naruto, and Gamakichi and Gamabunta and Gamatatsu, so I figured I'd follow through with that since he's a frog. He's like a frog monkey, like a ram hybrid. I didn't really know what to do, and I gave him like a giant bamboo staff pencil. And then there's more Sonic. And this is, over here is Brent Oman from my series Mechanos. His brother, which I don't actually have a real name for it because, I know I named him Blake. It was Blake and Brent. And then this is the different masks ideas I had for Baku Knights. And yeah. This is Link and Toothless, because Toothless was very important to me at the time. And then this is Baku Knight's Geki and Brent Oman from Mechanos. Both my characters. And then I always like the idea, or just to make the joke, that Toothless and Bulbasaur look a lot alike. Just like when you're sketching and the head shape and everything, you can see a lot of similarities. Then I drew a picture of that's Shadow. I drew a picture of Shadow, and I did Dr. Robotnik, or Eggman, or whatever you want to call him, and I put on the antenna of his little buggy thing, I put the tails as tails on it. And here I have Street Fighter sketches. There's just really quick scribbles. There's a bunch of Ryu doing the Shoryuken. There's a Hadoken. There's the Tetsumaki. And then there's Chun-Li, Guile, Akuma, another Akuma sketch. Yeah. And over here is Geki pulling something out of his shoulder or his arm or something. I was trying to do like different fancy poses. More Baku Knights. This is. I originally had it to where Geki was, like, he couldn't use his legs due to an incident, so he would eat dreams to get the use of his legs back. And then this is AC from Mechanos. He's an alien that landed on Earth, and I think I had him land into an air conditioner that was running, and so he got the powers to make things cold. I was about like 8 when I designed the character and came up with the story, so I just like how childish and fun that is. So I'm keeping him as AC, and I'm keeping his backstory because it's funny to me. And this is No again with a zombie 1-up shirt. And then there's Geki, and Dan is what ends this sketchbook because I don't ever finish sketchbooks. Never finished one in my entire life. And a lot of artists say, oh yeah, that's something else. I did a Geki, like, quick, this is like a painting almost, but I haven't really done anything else other than, like, the base layer. But I have never finished a sketchbook in my life, and a lot of artists say that to get good, you have to finish a sketchbook, and, you'll feel better about it then. But I've never finished one, so. And here we go with this sketchbook. A picture of me with a Luigi hat, because he's my favorite character. I'm wearing my favorite shirt. And then there's the Bayonetta and the little Bumblebee. There's a little baby Bumblebee up here. And then blood splatter, and I'm holding a scalpel. I don't know. And there was, like, different designs for Geki's masks over here as well. Another Geki design, and then there's, like, some of the original sketches for him. There's Adventure Time. I forgot his name. It was like Monochromacorn or something, but I don't know if he was a prince or whatever. Then there's Tinkerbell. I was working at Dunkin' Donuts when I was in the sketchbook, so this is like 2013. Really liked that job, but it was making me sick. If you guys don't know, I'm diagnosed with a seizure disorder. So when I'm in stressful situations or if I'm in hot environments, I get really lightheaded and I seize up. This is just I did a life sketch and I put Geki's face on it. And I think this is like one of my favorite sketches of Geki I've ever done. One of them, definitely. And then there's a bunch of sketches of me and my ex-fiance. So there's that. And then I put a quote. Well, I tried to make a quick rhyme, I guess, next to a big butt picture. But it says, I said I can't stand it, and you said vanilla twilight. Yet all I'm hearing is silhouette, and when I get home, you're so dead. That was to another ex. And then this is, I was doing different things. I forgot like what my technique was to do these, but I really liked it. I didn't really do any details to the face or anything. I just did something really quick. And then I made like a joke about like the stereotypical con goer, where it's just the fat, bald, the guy that lives in his mom's basement kind of thing. He's wearing a Game Over t-shirt and everything. And then down here, I think this is the beginning of my persona or something, because it's me with my hair pulled back, and I was holding a giant pencil staff. And then over here is a character from Baku Nights and Zombie Uprising. The only difference between the two is their name, and one of them has spikes in her hair, and the other one has like more flowy bubblegumish kind of thing to it. Then this is the last part of this sketchbook, because I never finished this picture, and I never finished the sketchbook. It's just a picture of Naruto. I really liked how this came out, but I'm not a big fan of this paper, so I think that's why I quit this sketchbook, because I got better sketchbooks with better paper. And then over here, it's Naruto over here doing the Vermilion Rasengan with the nine tails in black and white behind him, besides the red eye. I really liked how this turned out. So I didn't really want to mess up Sasuke's side, because Sasuke's my more favorite character. I really like Sasuke more than I like Naruto, and I didn't want to mess this side up yet, and I didn't know what to put in the background. I was thinking about putting Itachi right here, like Itachi's face, and a bunch of broken memories in between the lightning parts of the Chidori, but I didn't. As you can see, I did not. And it's stuck like this for over 2 years now. And yeah, that's it for this sketchbook. So, this one also had the thing on it. What I liked about this, though, is that on the side here, it had a bit for a couple pencils. So you could put like the clipped pencils in here, and you could pull them out when you needed them. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then here's this sketchbook. Don't look at that. So I was working at Dunkin' Donuts as well when I had this sketchbook. As you can tell, I have what I was saying was don't call that number, because it's the Dunkin' Donuts by me. So this is I think around the time when Shonen Jump opened up the contest to around the world, so you could submit whatever. And I was really excited, and I started doing Triple Helix, because at the time I really had good hopes for Triple Helix, and there was no emotional ties to that one, so I was perfectly fine with doing the series, so that's what I did. I didn't get anywhere in this story, or anywhere close to submitting it, but that's the story I worked on. So here I was just sketching freehand all of the, I think it's the first two, because the first two sets of starters from Pokemon, those are my favorite. I like Kanto and Johto. This is not either of those, but I did, this is like when I started Instagram and I really wanted to get a bunch of followers at the time. I still do, but right now I'm kind of realizing that I would rather work hard to get them than just get them for nothing. Here I did a thing in hopes to get a free shout out on somebody else's like fan channel or something, and that didn't work out. This is a character I had for a magic series with like a forest theme. It was weird. There's a sketch of me that I erased. There's Spider-Man, and then I had titles of animations that I want to do up here. I was really into doing goofy Nintendo things and just random video games. And then this is all pen sketches, except for the underlying picture I did with the sketch with a pencil, and I gave him like a target eye. It was supposed to be me. It didn't really work out. Around this time, I had just finished doing my first Rubik's Cube, which I'm, pretty good at doing Rubik's Cubes now. I can solve the 3x3 through the 5x5. But here's Ghost Rider, Random Eyeball I didn't like, Dragon Ball I didn't like, my knife sharpener from a Pocket Knives, my iPod that I lost. I can't find it anywhere. There's me again. I said that already. And then there's Pokeball and grape soda, because I love grape soda, and the pen I was using. This is just a regular ballpoint pen, like a Papermate. And this is one of my favorite sketches I've done. Not only in the sketchbook but for a while. I could clean it up, but I don't really want to touch it. It's like Totoro fused with the Rayman bunnies. And then here is a persona of somebody I did a free commission for. Pardon me. This is just Flash and Superman, Sasuke and me. Here's another one of my favorite things I've drawn in a while, which is a picture of Storm. And here's mask designs for Geki. I was wanting to give him like a ponytail because I like long hair on characters. And then I did I don't know, I was still deciding what I wanted him to look like. So I did like an Edward Elric kind of look. There's Chi-Chi in her old costume. I was feeling in the mood to do some sexy stuff. Here's Geki again. I'm getting closer to what I have him at now. I really like this, though. I don't know if it'll show up. But I really like that. I like the way it's screaming right there. And then here's some more... no, these are off the top of my head. I was just scribbling with a Sakura Micron. I think it was a 0.5 or a 0.3, but I was just scribbling real quick, doing sketches. I was like, yay, frolicking. And I was like, I don't even know. And that's me. And then I drew this one lady, and I didn't like it, so I had two guys kicking her and punching her in the head saying, die. There's a Goku up here. There's another Goku there. Somebody's got their arm stuck in this person's butt. I was going to town. Oh, sorry. Over here is just sexy sketches, I guess. And I put why are women so hard to draw. And then here's a note to myself. Let's see if I can read it. Gonna be honest with you. You're not the worst, and certainly not the best. But the reason you aren't where you want to be, I spelled aren't wrong, is because you're lazy. You have talent, the tools, you just need... You have talent and the tools. You don't have the fire or the guts. It's not something to work on. It's something you find. So draw more, write more, brainstorm and think hard. Find that drive, grab hold of it. Don't ever let go. And then I drew all of my main characters from a bunch of series that I had started writing and did nothing with, and I still have nothing done on any of these. There's Brent Oman, there's the guy I don't have a name for, the series or him. There's Geki, there's, I believe that's Netsuke from Triple Helix. Then there's No, then there's a guy I don't have a name for from the forest magic thing I was trying to tell you about earlier. Then there's a character I did with a friend who wanted to do like a musical high school thing, but with guys instead. And then this is a ninja guy that I don't remember what the story was at all. Like, I barely remember even writing or drawing the character. And this is Zombie Uprising. I don't know. This is one of those ideas I had storyboarded for a animation I wanted to do. I still kind of want to do it because it's really funny. It's based off of my Taco Bell, and it has Link in it. And then there's a bunch of crappy Batman sketches. I really like Nightwing. He's my favorite character in DC. And then there's Joker. I think Under the Red Hood just came out on the movies, the animated movies, and I just watched it. And then there's the Flash right there. And a lot of the Joker with the Batman mask on. Here's a freehand Snake Eyes. Geki. Still not where I wanted to be. I really liked how this turned out. It's another Geki sketch and Baku Knights, guys. Baku Knights, again, this is Kiba Ketsueki. The dog blood, I guess. But he has... he's one of the first villains you meet in Baku Knights. And then there's Geki and his partner that I have to rename again. And then I was trying to learn how to do blood splatters with my Copics, and I found out if you take the marker, and I don't have any on hand, if you take the cap off and put the brush part right underneath, or like the tip of the brush right inside one of the edges of the cap, and you flick it, it'll splatter ink out onto the page, and that's what I did there. And then this is pretty recent. I was designing. I wanted to start wrestling and stuff to get fit, like wrestling training, not actual wrestling. So I was designing like knight pants and stuff because I like knights. And this is a very bad sketch of Geki. Another one, and I think that's it for this sketchbook. Yep, that's it for the sketchbook. But I don't know. I don't really like this. I think this is like an artist loft. It's a Walmart brand sketchbook. It's really bad. I'm going to go for a smaller sketchbook. And, yeah. Or, I mean, like, not a smaller as in it's smaller than the other sketchbooks, but a smaller as in it's shorter, like there's less to it. So, starts off, most of my sketchbooks are blank. I have a blank first page. And this one just so happened to rip out. So, oh well. Around this time, I was being a weirdo online and trying to get the attention of the people at Archie Comics so I could work on Sonic the Hedgehog, because I love Sonic the Hedgehog. I've got tons of Sonic stuff lying around. I have the original Sonic Genesis game, the Sonic sketch. This is just paper. It's cardstock. I have Sonic. I sketch them all the time. I have a Sonic messenger bag. So I really wanted to work on Sonic the Hedgehog, the comic book. And they, I was surprised by the fact that they noticed all the stuff I was doing, and they told me to submit. And I never did because I'm an idiot. But, yeah. Then I drew a sketch of Finn and Jake and more of my style, I suppose. I really like how they look right here, because I was getting kind of tired of drawing the rectangle with the dots and the smiley face on it. And then here I was designing, right here I was designing spaceships for Mechanos. Here is a character, his name's Screech. It's a character of Michael Draws Junk on Instagram. I believe that's it. I'll post a link on his face. You can click to it. You'll follow him on Instagram. It'll also be in the description. This is a gift for my dad for his birthday present. His favorite character is the Demon. And this was from 2014, I believe. Yeah, so let's say in the quote, so if you change into the demon, come, O form of man, arise the demon Etrigan. These are the characters for the series I don't have a name for. The main character, and then there's different places and people with different abilities and different parts of a certain curse. And yeah. This is all freehand sketches, different characters. Again, I was named after Wolverine. So I really like drawing Wolverine a lot. There's Kid Muscle, Optimus Prime. I don't know who this is or who's it's supposed to be. And then there's Spider-Man. And yeah, that's it for this. I didn't do much in that. So this big one's out of the way. And now it's time to get to the last sketchbook I've got. Start off with the biggest downer I'm probably going to have in this video, because I'd broken up with my fiance, and I drew this a really long time ago. She was over on this side, and I really loved how this picture turned out. And I'm really disappointed with myself for allowing myself to tear it up and burn it out of frustration. So this is a picture of me and her, and it is no longer a picture of me and her. It is a picture of me, and it's not worth anything to me anymore. And it really sucks, because I really liked the picture. Here's the biggest picture you're ever going to see me work on for a while, I suppose. It's a picture of everyone. I'm going to turn this over so I don't have to look at it. It's really bugging me. It's a picture of every Pokemon character, like every type of Pokemon. So like the fighting type, steel type, psychic. Every type of Pokemon, like my favorite Pokemon in each type. A self-portrait, and then one Mega Evolution and one Legendary of my favorite. So there's Gengar, Milotic, Aegislash, Umbreon, Sandslash, Tyranitar, Apom. Then there's Tropius, Ampharos, Metagross, Tyranitar. That's not Tyranitar. It's Typhlosion. Then there's Ladian. He is my favorite Pokemon. He is. I love Ladian. Then there's my favorite Legendary is Suicune. Then there's Sneasel, Dratini. No, that's Dragonair. I like Dragonair more than I like Dratini or Dragonite. Then there's Caesar, Hitmonlee, and then down there is Parasect, because he was my favorite Pokemon when I was really little. When it first came out on TV, I really loved Parasect. I had his card. And then Mega Charizard Y. And then me with spinning a luxury ball on my middle finger. So this was made from the pages of the sketchbook. Again, this was around the time where I was messing around to get Archie's attention, and I got it, but I didn't do anything with it. It's a picture of Sonic and Tails, more of like the classic Sonic and Tails. And Sonic's like, hey Tails, this zone's clear. Want to keep going or get in touch with Sally? And Tails is like, I can keep going, Sonic. And he's like, all right, Tails. The warp ring's right ahead. And then this is a picture of scribbles that me and my older brother did while we were eating at Taco Bell. There's me about to get punched by my persona. And then this is a right hand, left hand test. I don't like either of them. To be honest, I like the left hand, and I'm right-handed. I like the left hand more. And then this, I don't know what he was trying to draw. I think we were making a joke at Taco Bell about Jesus like sucking the life out of people. I don't remember, but it's like a picture of Jesus, and then there's different parts, different like tendrils or tentacles absorbing energy, or like the blood from people. I have no idea. We were just goofing around, having fun. And on there we drew like a weird naked pirate. It has a beard. It's a chick though. She's like got a high heel and a thing. And then we drew like SpongeBob's mouth, like all jacked up, and it's got poop on its tongue. Because that's what we do while we eat. And then this was around the time I started working at my local bowling alley. I drew my first Titan, and I drew Heebie-Cheebies, or what I call Heebie-Cheebies. That's my way of drawing Cheebies. They got big hands and big feet, along with a big head. I think they're just super deforms. But It's Lee and Sasuke, which are my two favorite characters from Naruto. This is Baku Knights, and I really like FLCL, and I really like Vespas, so I was just drawing the Vespa there. And this is Naruto. I was getting in an argument about why Naruto got short hair instead of long hair, and why I liked the idea of him having long hair like Jiraiya did. So I drew a picture of it. And then I drew a picture of me that I posted on Instagram saying, what should I draw? And then there's Akuma eating noodles, and Batman, and Akuma screaming. Most of this is just me sketching at work or before work, so it's not really that interesting. This is one of the characters from that series again that I don't have a name for. And it's Flame Princess and Lemon Grab, who is one of my favorite Adventure Time characters, screaming his catchphrase, unacceptable. And these are just life drawings I did to get better at drawing women, because I'm bad at them. And then here, I was trying to come up with an idea for Mechanos' helmet, because I was thinking, oh no, the helmet I did when I was 8 isn't good. Which it is, and I like it, so I'm keeping the original helmet. But I was thinking that I had to redo it, because I'm a better artist now. And then I was drawing Brent's best friend. Oh god, I forgot. Zach. His name was Zach. Who's the mechanic and the ladies' man of the series. And then I drew some random lady over here. Oh, and he's hanging out with alien chicks. Again, named after Wolverine. I draw him a lot. I was making a joke. When I grow up and I have kids, I really want to have a boy and a girl, and I want to name the girl Laura and the boy Dakin, just to keep the tradition going. But this is Dakin screaming, like a little baby Dakin screaming, it's not fair, how come she gets adamantium? And Wolverine saying, well, look at little Mr. Creed Jr. And then there's another sketch of X-23. And my stomach's growling. And here's a picture of some of my favorite superheroes. I like the 2099 Spider-Man. Really like 2099 Spider-Man. Wolverine again. Nightwing. I like all the costumes of Nightwing. Ghost Rider. All new Ghost Rider. And then there's Robbie Reyes getting punched in the face for some reason. And then Geki again. And I liked the way, I think, Todd Moore did a sketch of like an eyeball, and I was trying to, mimic the way that looked. And then this is old sketches of Zombie Uprising characters. Yeah, Zombie Uprising characters. I was like, oh god. And then there's Mechanos with that weird helmet that I don't like. Here's sketch ideas I had to get tattoos of, because I want tattoos on my left arm, and maybe my right arm eventually, but I want tattoos on my left arm. Bunch of Sonic and Street Fighter and Zelda stuff. Here's a bunch of superheroes. I did, this is the first and only picture I did of Spider-Gwen. Deadpool's laying on the ground in the Playgirl pose. Hawkeye's shooting an arrow at Wolverine's junk. Captain America's walking away, face palming. Hulk's poking Wolverine's back, like, how the hell are you doing this? Then there's Thor in the background. Daredevil's on Wolverine's feet, saying, what am I on? Oh, and Thor's saying Great Odin's Raven from Anchorman. Oh my god, I haven't talked this long in a while, and my throat hurts. Here's Silver Surfer using Wolverine as a surfboard, saying, with the power of Cosmic, I ride into the night. And then there's, oh no, Doctor Strange saying, bitch, I'm magic, on Wolverine's head. And then Iron Man's riding past in his old suit, asking Jarvis if he got invited. And he's like, what the hell, those bastards? Because Jarvis says no. This is Horn Pot from, I believe it's Pityo Chat on Instagram. I'll put a link to his or her Instagram on her. There's X-23. There's X-23, Dakin, and Wolverine saying, "What the hell's wrong with you kids?" Now I did a joke down here. Besides the butt and the weird Spider-Man, I did the three turtles, like they're crying and stuff because Donnie's dead, and they think Master Roshi's, who's staring at the butt that's right there, so that is part of it. They think Master Roshi's shell is Donatello's shell, so they're crying about it. And Donnie's staff, Mikey's got a hold of Donnie's staff crying, while Leo and Raph argue like usual. This is more Taco Bell sketches. I drew like a goofy T-Rex, and my brother drew a dog with Madman makeup on. And then we were talking about Christmas sweaters. So this was around like December last year. And we were talking about sweaters and getting weird Christmas sweaters made. And instead of having like a Christmas tree or gingerbread men, have like a giant penis on there would be pretty funny. So we did a design of what we wanted to do. And then I was doing freehand sketches of the regular show characters. Wow, Adventure Time and regular show is regular time. I was trying to draw Skips, but I didn't watch the show that much, so I didn't know what they looked like. I did a pretty good Muscle Man up here, but I decided to draw him the way I wanted to, and I made him a little bit more realistic. I think he looks funny, like that, with his fancy mullet. And then my brother drew a Jewish Benson. Just laugh at it if you get it. I went backwards, and then these are characters. This is Mechanos, again with the helmet. I kind of liked how this looked. There's Geki, Hulk. I have a hard time drawing Hulk and female characters, and Wolverine, so I usually tend to draw them a lot, mainly because I like them and because I want to get better at them. This is Mechanos' brother, who's part of the police force. And then there's that guy from the series I don't have a title for or a name for him. I can't draw Batman that well, so I was drawing Batman. Here's Robotnik. I have no idea what this is. It's like a circle with a bunch of more circles on it. And over here, I'm not a big fan of Sonic Boom, but I decided to draw the Sonic Boom characters. And then there's normal Sonic. I still don't like drawing the characters the way they are. I don't mind it, but I just don't enjoy it. I had a drawing date with a very fun girl that I met a long time ago. She is the reason also why I have to change the names of the characters in Zombie Uprising and Baku Nights. Here's a bunch of favorite anime characters. There's Ichigo Naruto. This is the older Naruto. I put him in Sage mode. Then there's Goku. I like how I drew Goku in this picture. Then there's Luffy. Again, I like how that looks. Edward Elric and Shishomaru, because Inuyasha, I'm not a real big fan of. I like Garnet. I really love Steven Universe. So this is Garnet. She's my favorite. She's saying, oh, good. Go check out YouTube. Remember when... Oh, this is when I was doing the 3 videos a week, which I only did for 1 week, and I regret it because it was too much work. Around this time, my uncle told me he wanted me to draw Jushin Thunder Liger, which are those two are Jushin Thunder Liger, Tiger Mask, and the Great Muda. I gave him the makeup with the kanji for explosion on his face, because I thought it was the coolest one that there was. Here is Geki screaming about wanting more dreams. This is Alphonse asking if anybody wants to do an art trade. There's Mechanos right there, and then there's Geki right there, and there's a sketch of somebody, I don't know, and my single Pringle thing. So, yeah. Oh, I want to turn this into a sticker. This is more Zombie Uprising. I was really into doing the series because I was hanging out and talking with the lady that I based this character off of. And now I'm not so into doing that series because she left me again. And then this is No. And then there's me with how I wanted my hair to look. Again, I was thinking about what I wanted my hair to look like because my hair is blue now. Then there's Hawkeye from Binary, which is a series I did with a friend that I'm not going to do without him. And he is also a character in Triple Helix. Then this is Judge Dredd and what I wanted my hair to look like. Weird picture of me if I was sunburnt really bad. And I found out that this is Ken because when I was going through the other sketchbook, I drew Ryu kind of silhouetted doing different moves. So I started drawing Ken because I like Ken more than I like Ryu. Here is Dr. Eggman sketch next to Sonic the Hedgehog. And there's a crying face and angry downward sad face. And then here's more of that lady that I was talking with. I was helping her work on her art style. Then there's Drunk Lee, because I like Lee. There's a weird caveman me. There's a Heebie-Chibi Naruto. Working on tattoo ideas again. And I really want to get the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 checkpoint tattooed on my left wrist right here. Right there. And I want it to be about this big, so like that on my wrist. And here is Sonic and me saying, let's kick it into gear. More me with my new glasses, because I got new glasses and I was excited, so I drew it. A picture of a really stinky picture, which is why I drew a turd or a poop pile, the cartoon poop pile, with flies sticking out it with an arrow pointing to it, because it's really messed up. There's no facial structure to it. The nose is way too high. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But it was just a scribble. And then I really like drawing gross but funny things. So I drew a really fat Pikachu. And there's a lot of things that are really disgusting about it, like the poop coming out of his butt and the little wiener and the crumbs and the chins. But I thought it looked really funny. I really like it. And I think this would also do good as a sticker. So I might do that as well. Just because it'd be funny to tag stuff with the gross fat Pikachu. There's sketch designs for panels I wanted to do of Baku Knights. I really want to do different shapes for panels because usually you just see boxes and rectangles. So I feel like if you did circles and diamonds and weird shapes, it would really draw people's attention. So I wanted to give it a shot. Here's Itachi, because he's another one of my favorite characters from Naruto. And then there's a list of the different series I wanted to work on. Another Geki. And then this is, for some reason I drew No twice, and I drew Greed twice. So I drew the characters from Seven Sins High twice, the character from Seven Sins High twice, and Zombie Uprising twice. And then there's Netsuke from Triple Helix that I designed. That's my character. Geki again, my character, and Brent Oman from Mechanos. And then there's a picture of Wolverine standing up. And then this is also what I drew God to look like in my series Seven Sins High. Here I drew the Zombie Uprising characters, and I really like the way this character looks. I like the way it came out in this picture, and I'm pretty happy with it. And I like how No looks, because he still has like the nervous look in his face. And then there's Buzz Lightyear, because Toy Story is my favorite childhood movie. And then this is that lady friend's eye that she drew, and then I was trying to show her how I draw eyes so she could see the difference. And then there's a picture of something. I have no idea. Then there's chords for, I don't remember. E minor, G7, It's for my ukulele because I just got my ukulele, but I'm trying to remember what this is of. E minor, G7, C major 7, C7. I don't know, I'll figure it out. And then I did the strum pattern, down, down, up, down. I did Megaladian because I thought that would be awesome. I decided to make him more like a motorcycle policeman, where he's got like a helmet and stuff, because he's a 5-star Pokemon. On the cards, you see him say 5-star Pokemon. And then there's Shadow, Morladian, Geki, Mechanos, Knuckles. Butterfree is also another one of my favorite characters. I really like the bug Pokemon for some reason. This is, what's her name? The Chicken Hawk on Instagram. I'll post a link to hers. I did a sketch. I didn't like it, so I didn't post it. I did a sketch of one of her characters. And then here's Sonic. I really like how his shoes came out and the way his face looks. I like how his spines, I shaded them by not coloring certain spots. And then I showed you that. And on this side, I decided to add another character to Zombie Uprising, but I didn't want it to be a bad guy, and I didn't want it to be human, so I decided to make a dog and introduce it pretty early in the story. So before you get to see the main character and the heroine start working together, you see the main character giving off what little clothes he has to keep a dog warm. A stray dog warm in the cold rain. Then again, this is not mine. This is the lady friend's. And then I was also working on tattoo designs again, and this is Noah from Zombie Uprising. And I don't know what else was sketched over there. I can't really tell anymore. Oh, and if you can see, I did like a sexy Asian guy, but with a woman's with a woman's body, because I thought that'd be weird. Here are some Sonic the Hedgehog characters. There's Charmy. These are characters I don't usually draw, but I like. So there's Charmy, Knuckles. There's Espio, Silver. I'm not really a big fan of Silver, but I do like drawing him. And then there's Shadow. Then there's a bunch of Street Fighter characters, because I really like Street Fighter games. There's Ken. It's Ken Masters. I like how this guy looks very stupid. I think it's pretty funny. And then there's Chun-Li, Dan. I don't like how thinning and bald Blanca looks, but I do like that he's foaming at the mouth. And there's Cammy and Sakura and Evil Ryu. I don't know if I said that. I probably did. Over here, there's more Wolverine sketches. Yeah, that's it. And then there's Cammy. There's another Wolverine. It's just Wolverine over here and then one Cammy sketch. This is the lady friend. That's over. Around this time, I started watching Hellboy a lot. So there's Wolverine and Hellboy saying, Wolverine's asking, what do you want to go get? Like, what are you hungry for? And Hellboy's like, nachos. And Deadpool's like, so nachos was taken. Meh, I liked chimichangas more anyway. And then there's more of my favorite characters, favorite superheroes. There's Sonic, Nightwing, all-new Ghost Rider, Wolverine. Hellboy I decided to add because I was, again, watching the movies, and I have no idea who this is. I have no clue. Here is some Batman villains. I was drawing Scarecrow here because he's one of my favorite characters, favorite villains, but I didn't know how to draw him, or how I wanted to draw him, so I didn't do that. And then over here is some pictures of some dinosaurs with top hats. Because I saw I forgot who animated it, but it was a Game Grumps animated, where it was the Turtles in Time fighting game thing, and there was war, and I drew War with the top hat, and then I started drawing other dinosaurs with the top hat. This Velociraptor has an arm in his mouth, and these are just life drawings. Not really good at drawing women, so that's what I usually focus on. I don't really like how most of these turned out, but I do really like this one right here. I like how the back turned out, and I like how the butt turned out. But then the rest of these, I kind of like this one on camera, but I'm not really a big fan of this. But I was single at this time because I got dumped again, and it was on Valentine's Day where I decided, since I was single, I would watch The Shining by myself, and I drew me as Jack. And then, yeah. Oh, I went backwards. This is just sketches of nothing. There's a turtle. There's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle guys. I don't know who it is. There's Geki and like some bald guy. This is, I was working with, I guess it's a brush pen. I think it's the 10 on the Sakura Micron. It's just the 10. It's kind of like a brush point, I guess. It's like a Sharpie, but it's the microns. Then there's a sketch of me smoking, because when I was really, really little, I was stupid and I would smoke. And that's why I don't smoke anymore, because I know it sucks. It's also why you see me messing around with candy cigarettes instead of actual cigarettes. Robbie Ray's Ghost Rider again, Robbie Ray's again, and vent art. When I get really upset, I draw myself to vent. And then this is me when I was little. I was told I was the stinky but like cool kid in school. But I used to skateboard a lot, and it says, "Dude, I can ollie high like crazy." Because I used to ollie over the cones that they had for like construction. I used to ollie over those when I was little, and they were about like chest high for me. Here is all of the songs for The Art of Getting By. I really love that movie. You guys should go check it out. Skulls, that's all that's on that page. This is No from Zombie Uprising. Batman animated thing. There's an old like quick thing. I think it was on Cartoon Network, where they showed the guy drawing Batman animated series, and he's trying to show kids how to draw him. And the last page of the sketchbook, and of all the sketchbooks I'm showing you today in this video, this hour-long video, is Steven Universe as Tiger Millionaire, and then barely any sketches of Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl. So, if you guys enjoyed seeing my sketchbooks, because there was a lot, and if you stayed through all the entire hour of this video, please comment and tell me what you want to see me draw in the future, or let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. If you'd like to see me go through all of the loose leaf sketches, I would love to go through that for you guys. Just let me know. But yeah, that's it for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry I couldn't go through it longer, but yeah, subscribe, share, and talk to you guys next time. Bye. Peace.